Greetings from Lake Lucy. Welcome back to the office. It is about 27, 28 degrees outside right now, and the wind is blowing. Therefore, yours truly will not be standing outside having a pipe today. Cup of mud, though, in my Apple-matics mug that I got from Parsimonious, with Parsimonious Piper, should I say, when I was down there visiting. And in it, some Lancaster Roasters Maple Walnut. Fantastic blend, folks. I really love it. It's a good blend. So, you know, I haven't done a rant video in quite some time, probably. I don't think. And, this one I had to do because, folks, I don't care what side of the fence you're on, okay? Whether it be Republican, Democrat, Independent, it does not matter. This is just absolutely wrong. Yes, we are going to be talking about the California fires. Now, first, the Golden Globes, which I don't watch because I think Hollywood's full of a bunch of jag-offs, so I don't give them I don't pay them no attention. The host, I forget who she was. It's irrelevant. So she does this skit on this. She does a section on who got the most thanks to this point of the award show, and it was cast and crew was number 1, mums were number 3, and then she says, God, the creator of the universe, 0. Well, I guess that's no surprise, she said, because we're a godless town. One day later, guess what happens? Yep, you guessed it. The fires begin. Just saying, it's kind of ironic. Now, let's get out of we're going to step away from the religious side of things. And we're going to talk about how these politicians have failed their people. Okay? So, miraculously, some reason of late, the insurance companies have stopped covering wildfires, for these homes. Not just the Hollywood homes. Now I'm talking anybody that resides or has a business in Los Angeles. Okay? Because, folks, there are a lot of people that live in LA that are not rich and famous. My heart goes out to them. I'm truly sorry. I cannot even imagine it. Being a fireman for 18 years, I've seen the devastation. I've seen the results of how it affects people firsthand and in a different light. And I will tell you that it is heartbreaking. A car is just a car, folks. When you look at a car accident or something like that, or catches fire. But a home has all of your prized possessions, family heirlooms, things that you got on trips or something like that you just simply cannot replace. Okay? Now, so the insurance companies are suddenly not covering wildfire damage. Lack of water. Let's talk about lack of water. Okay? Well, you know what? Let's go back. So the mayor, in all of her grateful wisdom, that's sarcastic in case you didn't pick it up, was in Ghana on vacation. And when she found out about the fires, she didn't hurry home. And then when she's pressed about it, she got no answers. She doesn't say a word. She's as quiet as an electric car. Go figure. Is it guilt? Probably. Now, she blames the fire chief. Yes, I'm going to go back for her. Because, folks, she done the best she could with what she had. To what I can see, to what I've read, to what I've watched. You know, fire is an animal of its own. And no fires are the same. You can light the same house on fire the same ways, and they're both going to burn differently. They're going to act differently. They're going to spread differently. They're going to, you know, that's just the way it is. That's just the nature of the beast, if you will. So she fired her because supposedly, well, not supposedly, because she had said that she had an extreme lack of things to her disposal, and that's why they got out of hand. So what's the mayor do? She does what any politician would do. Fire somebody else and say, well, it's all their fault. Yep. Now, let's go into the true details, okay? So it's the fire chief's fault that this wasn't contained, all right? Now, if you go back in time to probably the 70s, the early 70s, if you look at a map of California, there was a big lake in the middle of that, which was phenomenal. Freshwater lake, okay? Now, it doesn't matter if it's salt water or not, because all you can get those, the helicopters got those big, huge claws like buckets. They drop down, it fills with water, then they lift back up, and they got a huge thing. It doesn't matter if it's salt water or fresh water to put out the fire. The point is that was hundreds of thousands of gallons of water that was readily would have been available for them to use if the politicians and legislation there wouldn't have allowed them to dismantle that. They rerouted it somehow, and it is no more. They have not done anything to put a pond or a lake sporadically through California since the 1970s, roughly 75, 79-ish. They have not done one thing to add a water supply to the state of California. Imagine that, right? How much money would that have cost? Probably not a whole lot, really, to be honest with you. I mean, when you look at it in hindsight, if it were to save, how many homes and hundreds of thousands of acres of woods, I would think it'd be worth it. Just saying. Over 150 firemen were let go of their jobs because they were unvaccinated. That's 150 or more firemen that they could have had in hand if they wouldn't have done that crap. Now, the mayor who says it's the fire chief's fault cut the budget for the fire department $20 million. $20 million with an M dollars. Folks, fire trucks are expensive. When I retired, which was back in '09, an engine with bare bones and the smallest pump you could have was around $500,000. So $20 million could go a pretty good ways if they wouldn't have used it for private jets for them or whatever that she used it for, rerouted it for. So the state's burning. She's in Ghana on vacation. She's back. She fires the fire chief because she says that the fire chief, she did not do a good enough job as fire chief. Okay? So, Oregon, the state of Oregon decides, you know what? It's a union thing. We are going to send 20 fire trucks. There was 20 or 60 fire trucks to California to help fight the fires. They were fire trucks that they just have, one less engine in the area. The big cities always have extra fire trucks for when an engine goes down. They can just bring that fire truck over to that station and run that fire truck until the regular engine is fixed or repaired. They sent those fire trucks from Oregon to California. Guess where they are at right now? They are in Sacramento. You ready for this? Being tested for emissions before they can go in and help with the fire. Are you kidding me? There are literally hundreds of acres burning every hour, and you're going to do emissions tests on fire trucks that are coming to help for emissions. You don't think that smoke that's going in the air from all them fires and all them homes burning and all the pain and the insulation and the shingles and all the nasty stuff that's in homes is going in the air in smoke? And you're worried about emissions from fire trucks that are going to help you? Folks, I am appalled. And I'm just saying that, I'm not saying that we shouldn't feel bad for those in California, because I do. I really do feel bad. It's a shame that people are losing everything that they own. These wealthy people are losing homes as well. I mean, granted, they got other homes to go to and live in, but, a lot of these LA businesses and stuff are losing everything. And their mayor and their state government is making them go through emissions tests to help, let these extra fire trucks help. Folks, not even the state of New York, Democratic and very left, did that crap when it came time when 9/11 happened. Didn't do it. They just said, come one, come all. Seagrave, the fire truck manufacturer, put everybody's fire truck on hold that was being made, finished the ones that were on the line, and were sending them directly to New York. So if Plum, Pennsylvania had a fire department, had a truck being built, okay, and it was almost done. Instead of it going to them, it was going directly to New York to help with 9/11. There were no emissions tests. There were none of that crap. I mean, come on now. Really? Well, that's my rant. My first rant in a long time. Quite a while, actually. And my first rant in 2025. I try not to get political on my channel. But folks, that is failing the people that elected you. And if these folks in California do not see that and change that, they have no one to blame but themselves. I've laid out facts. I've laid out things that I've seen, heard, read, and it is just appalling that these folks are going through this right now. It really is. It really, really is. So, some of these Hollywood stars are watching their homes burn on TV. Could you imagine? I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine these people that are living paycheck to paycheck in LA that are hurrying up and grabbing everything that they could, that they want, to try to save and to pack up into a car and try to get out of there as soon as possible? It is crazy. And when other states and unions send people to help, that's how they're being treated. Emissions tests for fire trucks to get into the state. Boy, I'll tell you, if that governor does not have her head up her ass, I don't know what the definition of that really is. I'm just saying. I really didn't want to say anything like that, but that's the God honest truth. That girl does not know her knee from her elbow. It is ridiculous. So, well, that's it for today. Sorry about the long video, but I hope this kind of helps put some perspective on some things. If you do reside in California, you're in my thoughts and prayers. I really pray that things come to a close and that they get things under control. And I hope that the right people, that the voting people see things for what they are and do the right thing. Because certainly these folks are not doing what they should be doing. You know, Gavin Newsom could step up and say, hey, look, this is what needs to be done, Governor. But he's not doing it, or Mayor. You know, as governor, he could have told the mayor to do that, but that's not happening either. So they should all be held accountable for it. And sad, just sad. So that's it for me today. Till we can get together and pack a pipe or smoke that great cigar. Let all that you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless.